Hello and welcome back to the Tuesday Checklist, the weekly show where we talk about what we've been playing recently and then generally end up going a bit mad. Dave was away this week, so we thought with him out of the way, we could maybe talk about platinum trophies. None of us are massive trophy hunters, but we all like going for the odd plat and thought what better way to put a load of pressure on ourselves than to publicly state what our next one is going to be. Before we begin, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you stay up to date with all our videos. Right then, Rosie, what's your next platinum going to be?
I'm very happy this title's come up because I'm actually on a quest to get a platinum at the moment because it's a game I can't put down at the moment and I don't want it to end, even though I've done like pretty much 100% of it, and it is Bloodstained Ritual of the Night.
Interesting.
I am adoring this game so much, and I've only got a few more trophies left to go, but it's going to be a bit of a grind fest.
Is there anything really hard you've got left to do?
Well, there's one trophy where you have to have a total amount of 500,000 G. And usually I got the maximum amount I've had is around, I think I had 30,000 G once, but I kept on spending it all on potions to heal myself up.
Is it not true that once you got to that big boss, it wasn't really near the end?
Well, that depends on what you... Well, this is one of the trophies I've got to get and I've got to figure out. So, if you defeat one boss, just like in Symphony of the Night, if you defeat it early on, you're going to get a bad ending, and then the castle's still there, and basically you've not done a lot apart from kill someone who didn't need to die. But if you figure out a puzzle, kill the real demon that's behind all of it, you'll then progress through the game, so you've actually got you've got another half of the game to explore. So then when you've done that, you're gonna get even more powerful, even more abilities. And even when I killed like the final boss in the game, there's a trophy apparently where it's like, oh, you have to witness the rise of the new master of the castle. And I haven't got that one yet because one of the trophies was also kill all the demons. And when I beat the game, I was missing one demon and it was like a secret one and it was really creepy. You have to like stare out a train window and then he just sort of jump scares you and he can kill you just by looking at you. But I managed to kill him and then now I've done the demon list 100%. I'm like, if I do the boss now, will I see the rise of the new lord of this castle?
Are you like on a second playthrough?
I'm technically...
You do it all in one?
So I did it all in one because when I first played it, I accidentally came across the bad ending because I was just happily exploring the castle, la-dee-da-dum.
And then the bad ending in this room?
Literally, I went into the room and I thought it was just going to be an everyday boss, and then suddenly I saw the main guy who, like the main kind of antagonist. I saw him there and I was just like, oh no, if I kill him, I'm gonna get the bad ending, but I couldn't go back. And I was just like, I haven't saved it in a while, so I thought, okay, I'm just gonna have to do this. And then I was also a bit curious. I was like, you know what, maybe I don't get the bad ending. Maybe I'm supposed to do this. So I went off and I killed him. He was actually really easy. And then I saw the cutscene when they were like, the castle's still here and the demons are still about. What did we do wrong? And then the game literally just goes, game over. And I was just like, oh, okay then, that's great, that is the bad ending. Right, gotta do that again and just make sure I avoid that room at all costs.
So it doesn't sound like you're using a guide to get the plan.
No.
So you don't know how to get the new master of the castle?
No, I have no idea. I don't know how to get the new master of the castle.
You've looked it up by now.
Well, there's one I did look up.
Well, we'll see.
I will admit, there was one I did look up, and that was the secret enemy that I was missing, because I ran through the whole castle, getting all the like demons that are just walking around, and I was like, where is this final one? It's hidden somewhere. And it annoyed me because I actually, many a time, to trigger him, this is the guy you have to look out the train window for. I looked out that window so many times, and then after a while I just moved. I was like, oh, it's just a pretty little detail they added in. And then people were like, no, you've got to sit there for quite some time, like maybe around a minute or two, and then you'll see something in the distance. And I was like, I knew that I'd see something in the distance, I just didn't wait enough, or long enough. So literally when I went back there and did it, I was like, basically I figured this one out. So I felt justified for looking up. I just had to be a bit more patient.
So my next Platinum Trophy, something I've actually been planning because we've been talking about doing Platinum Mondays, and I've got a few options because I'm, brilliant at games, but also I never finish anything. And the one that I'm probably actually going to get is Dead Space, and there's only one trophy left to get. I think I've spoken about it on this very sofa. So Dead Space, I only need to go through on the welcoming impossible mode. Which is the hardest difficulty mode that you do. Go once through the game. That trophy will have been 10 years in the making, 11 years in the making, which is like an amazing bit of procrastination from me.
God, that long.
This is how organised I am. I've written down the trophies I need for the game, which I'm actually going to do on a live stream as soon as I can. And then I spilled coffee on my notepad, and then this page fell out, but I've still got the page. And it's for Dying Light 1, which is also a few years old now, and it's a game which I put way more time into than I thought I was going to when I first picked up the game. And there was something about it which was kind of really fun, and it got better. It kind of hid how good it was because you leveled up in parkour as you went through the game. So the game's like traversal literally became better the longer you played it. And I think that over time also Techland have developed this incredible relationship with the community which has embraced Dying Light, which is quite unusual, and it's been a really, really good thing, and it's leading to why Dying Light 2, which is coming out soon, is much more anticipated. And before that comes out, I'm going to get these trophies. I've already done the hardest one, which was, I can't remember the name of the trophy, but there's like random encounters which spawn on the map, and they spawn less as you complete the game and like you control all the areas. And so there's like, you have to just sort of run around to particular points where these encounters spawn and hope it's the right one, and then hope you engage with it in the right way. So I spent probably 2 actual days just doing that.
You were going to say hours.
No. So that's for Reyes's men. People watching might remember that. Reyes's men had to encounter Reyes's men, and then I can't even remember if you had to kill them or rescue people from them. I think it was rescue people from them. So that sucked. But now I've got to do basically like the online stuff. This is why I wanted to do this one instead of Dead Space as well in this forum, because I'd like to invite people to help me to do it, which is why I'm talking to the camera, breaking the format of this feature. I have to win 7 co-op competitions, which I could do with anyone on the team. But then I've got Haran Athletics, which is take part in 10 co-op competitions and complete 5 quests in a single co-op game with the same 3 partners. So I need to play with 3 people who preferably know the game quite well. So maybe we can invite some people on to do that at some point. And then the one I thought I would do on the stream, which is more exciting, was trespassing, which is complete all the quarantine zones. So I would just need like 1 person to sit in with me and play some quarantine zones, and that'd be really good fun. But the reason that Dying Light's kind of, like I said, the reason that it's one that I'm really looking forward to isn't just so I can't even remember what it is now. I mean, I've got so many, 7, 8 maybe, platinum trophies. It's because it's a game which I've been playing kind of on and off for a long time. Which was a big surprise to me. I'd still recommend it to people now. It's been really well treated since it's come out by its developer, and it's really, really good.
My platinum's a little bit obvious because everybody already knows the next platinum I'm going for. It is, of course, God of War. So I'm not the biggest platinum person because I have a tiny attention span. So I really can't play games for long enough to get them. I'm always like, I'll be in the middle and I'm like, do you know what, I'm really going to do this. I love this game. I'm going to get the platinum. And then something new will come out. And I'm like,
How many platinums do you have?
So I have 6 across 2 accounts. So I've got 4 on the main account that I use now, because I used to have a shared account with my brother. But anyway, everything, all the little, again, I'm not somebody that will go and like finish things off. I'm not hugely completionist. So like, if it's like, you need to go and collect these 200 shards, I'm like, see you later. No way. But for example, in this one, say Odin's Ravens is one of the like little bitty collecty things. And that's just hilariously fun because they're somewhere making a noise, which I love already. So you just turn up something and it's like, and you're like, oh, it's happening, it's happening. And so you have to like look around for it, and sometimes they're flying, sometimes they're sat somewhere, and then you just fling your axe up and it explodes when it hits it. So I mean, if
How
ever...
to make hell collect something.
Yeah, exactly. I almost just stopped playing just to find them. I was like, oh, okay, I'm doing that again. So it's like 50 of those, I think, around 50. So yeah, so basically in God of War, all the things you need to do are awesome. And obviously it's like, upgrade the axe all the way. And I'm like, yeah, okay, like, definitely. So they're all really fun things that I enjoyed doing. And then I suddenly got to a point where I was like, oh, I'm actually reasonably close. Like I think that's normally when I will try and get a platinum, is if I look and I'm like, oh, I only need a few more anyway, because I'm lazy.
Yeah.
So this one now, basically the most kind of grindy platinum-y thing was in Nilfheim, you had to collect these mist echoes. So you have to do some stuff that requires mist echoes, and you can only get them by farming this area called Nilfheim, which is an area that makes me really scared. Because, so you basically, it's almost like a maze, and it's filled with a mist that kills you, but very slowly. So you basically have like a breath meter, and it runs down, and if you're still in there when it runs all the way down, you die and you lose all the missed echoes that you collected, which is so frustrating. But anyway, so the next bit is I have to do it on stream, I guess, because I promised that I would. And basically,
we're all waiting for.
I know, which is why I'm putting it off. So I've got some trials in Musselheim to do, which I'm pretty excited about because I like Musselheim. There's like a big, I don't even know what it is, some kind of big rock thing, and you go and like press it, and it's like, here's a load of enemies, fight them. So I mean, that's my area, like straight away. I'm like, yes, let's do this. So I've got a couple of those to do, and then the final kind of normal Valkyrie, and then the Queen Valkyrie, and then I should be done. Which obviously is much easier said than done.
That's tough because you can't practice
Yeah.
that.
So I've taken on the Queen Valkyrie once, like when someone else was playing through, and I was like, can I just try her?
Right. It's a long stream.
Yeah, so this is the thing, it's like I do genuinely, I'm like, has someone got a save where I can practice her? Because I'm like, I could stream it, and you know, maybe it's amazing, and I do it in like 6 attempts or something.
It's one of those streams that could be over in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I could just get really lucky.
Yeah.
Like,
That's the other thing. People think they want to see that, but they do not want to see an hour of you just like, well, if I'm just going to work this out. And
me sobbing, slowly becoming more stoic and silent as I just furiously.
It's okay, we'll get ice cream.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to see me throw it at the camera?
My next platinum trophy, I was going to just say Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel because that's
You're never getting that one.
quite an
thought you were
obvious
gonna
say
answer, but I
Too
figured
hard for you.
it's not too hard.
You're
I'm
never
going to do it.
You're never going to do it.
And I figured I might even have it by the time this video goes out. So there's no point in me saying I'm going to get Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel Platinum as my next platinum trophy. So I'm going to count. I've got it basically. I've got it.
Are you going to do it on the
Like-
stream? Genuine question.
Yeah. I am. Yes.
Good.
So like it's already done. So I'm not gonna. The canon of PlayStation Access, I have the platinum trophy for Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. Okay.
If that's
Like-
how this works, then I have all platinum.
Yeah, but this video, it's like
Bill and
this
Ted,
video.
man.
It might be timely for maybe 1 week. Like people are going to be watching this video maybe for many weeks in the future, and I will have it very soon. So the actual next platinum trophy I'm going to get. I was thinking about this in my house the other day because I was like, what game shall I start again? And because I've got a bit of a stretch of time now, isn't there, until Death Stranding comes out in November. Enough time for me to fully complete and finish a
Crash Team
game.
Racing.
For God's sake.
Oh, I've got to look. I've had to look.
It's Skyrim. Skyrim is going to platinum basically because Skyrim is a game that I've been meaning to platinum for years and years and years, but have never. Like I got about 60% of the trophies when it came out on PS3. PS4, I think I'm currently at about 20% of the trophies. I feel the time is right to finally show. I see platinum trophies as a way of like putting almost your personal seal of approval on a game. It's like, I like this game, I'm going to get the platinum trophy for it. And Skyrim, you just have to finish the main story quest, you have to finish the companions quest, which is essentially Skyrim's version of the Warriors Guild. You have to finish the Thief line, the Thieves Guild quest line, the Dark Brotherhood quest line, which I think in itself could be a brilliant game. Just the Dark Brotherhood quests from Oblivion as well. The Oblivion one is amazing, and the Skyrim one is great. So you have to finish that, you have to find all the Daedric artifacts, I think there's like 15 of them you have to find. And aside from that, it's just play the game for a long time, get to level 50, have 100,000 gold, have like...
Jeez.
And I think if we do it on a Platinum Monday stream, the last trophy I would like to leave myself for the stream would be get maximum bounty, or I think a bounty of 1,000 gold in each of the 9 holds of Skyrim simultaneously.
That's a good stream
So
one.
basically, it would just be me, like level 50, fully powered up, just going around selecting someone to murder in each town, running out, and then going to the next town until...
The most Rob stream.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to it, and I've decided that's the thing I'm going to do. And I started playing Skyrim again actually last night
I saw you
Wow.
playing
from
it,
the
yeah.
beginning, and
Extreme
I must
motivation.
have started Skyrim, various iterations of Skyrim, probably 20 times. Like I've played the start of Skyrim maybe 20 times, and as soon as you get past that first bit in Helgen where the dragon attacks, I always forget like I don't think there's any other game like it that has that kind of freshness just all the time. Like whenever I get past that first bit and I'm in the world again for the first time, it's never like, oh, here I am again. It's always like, wow, where do I go? What do I do? And every time I do it, I do something I've not done before. Like I'll find a house I've never found before, or like a little secret place, or just some random encounter with an NPC will happen that I've never seen before. And it's a game that I've now been playing probably pushing 1,000 hours when you count all the hours I spent playing Skyrim since it came out 8 years ago. And it's still a game that surprises me and excites me and is amazing to explore even now. So it's a game that deserves the effort and the time put into it to get the platinum, I think. So after Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel, Skyrim is going to be my next platinum trophy, and I hope to be able to do it on the stream because it's just going to be lots of fun.
What is a G?
A G is like the money.
Okay.
I think I was like, it's a G. I was like, it's not a pound, it's not a dollar, so it's just it's a G. I don't know what
Maybe it's for gold.
Are you deliberately like not understanding what that means? That's in all games, right?
I was really confused.
Have you ever played a game before, guys?
Sometimes games like they use something similar, but it's not an actual currency. Like
gold.
I thought that.
Gold, the standard currency of the entire world.
Look, I've gone through this whole game thinking, oh, it's a fictional currency. I've been having a great time with
Looking
it.
at the Dow Index, we could see it's 5 Gs to the pound.
Isn't it fun when you're present at the time someone learns a thing for the very first time? G stands for gold. Now we all know. Tell us in the comments what your next platinum trophy is going to be. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it. And don't forget to click that notification bell so you're always up to date with everything on the channel. Thanks for watching and see you next week for another Tuesday checklist.
For the players.